Supreme Master Ching Hai's lecture entitled Mengzi and the King of Qi at an international gathering on September 9th, 2008.
The Mongolians have big desert, you know that. So they train their horses, they bred only the best. And their horses are strong and best and trained in war, excellently. Their men also trained in war excellently. Because they live in desert, they were kind of wandering nomad as well. So they're strong. They live in nature, they breathe fresh air. They running on horse all day long. They eat fresh food. They breathe fresh air, and they're used to taking what they want. If they go, this area have no grass, they go to the next. If you don't like it, too bad, you go. Either you volunteer, go, or they make you go. So they have to defend themselves, you see? Not like they have been bad or anything, but being a nomad like that. And they live, wandering like that. They have to be good in defense themselves, in the art of defending. And also their horse have to be good. To round up the cattle, and to run in case of emergency, attack or anything, or defense. So they are well trained. So if they are near the border China or nearby or inside a little bit, and if the people don't let them graze their cattle or make trouble for them or don't sell them what they want or look down upon them or anything, then they would retaliate. You see what I mean? So they were not probably aggressive per se, but the situation forced them to do that.
Yeah. That's true.
They were already in India, Vietnam even. Somehow God doesn't want them to continue. So the bad karma, even they retreat. So at that time even China afraid of them. And China is already very strong and powerful. Still afraid of these so-called tribal people, wandering people. So in order to pacify them, he wanted to pick a beautiful girl and marry to the leader of the Mongolia at that time. The Prime Minister picked her, huh?
I don't know who picked her. The scheme was to pick someone not so beautiful to marry off, because he wants to keep the beautiful one.
Oh, I see.
And so now Jing got picked because her portrait.
She's not too beautiful.
Yes.
And then when she came and present herself to the king,
yes,
because even beautiful or not, they still all have to gather in the capital hotel somewhere, waiting to be picked. You see, first the king look at the portrait, and then see which one come in to see him. So anyway, she is not that beautiful. And then he picked her and then promised to bring her to the Mongolian king, already waiting outside somewhere. Something like that. If the story is not correct, never mind. I want to drive home something else. It's so long since I read it. Yes. I did not even read it. I think I read it in some of the scripts, theater, yeah. And sometimes theater, they change a little bit, to make it dramatic or more lovely. Anyway, so the king of Mongolians already promised this woman in the portrait. The king, okay, right away, for Mongolian, he's not picky. And maybe, because, he's running around on horses, and all he see was grass and trees and mountain, desert, all day long. So if he pick a woman, he's happy already, because at least she is tender skin and whiter than the woman in his country. You know why? Because they are wandering folk. Most of the women there will be weathered, by the sun and the moon and the wind, and the hardship of wandering. So the Chinese girl, in this kind of already, inside the four walls at those times, the girl are not allowed to go often alone, So only occasionally they go out. Festival or something special, they're allowed to go out of the house. Mostly they are walled in. Yeah, your virtuous girl, just stay inside. Until some matchmaker come along and tell you that you can go out. and married. You see what I mean? Old time is like that, yeah. So anyway, for the Chinese girl, at least they are tender face, white and sophisticated. They live in a house. They have things, makeup and all that. And the Mongolian girl running around in the sun all day. Of course, they're different, huh? Yeah, some like it tan, but some like it white, yeah. So anyway, the king of Mongolia, even though the king of China don't feel she's beautiful, but the king of Mongolia feel like, oh, one of the king concubine, that is okay already for me. He loves it already. I guess he doesn't care much about beauty, or maybe she's beautiful enough for him, or maybe somebody told him that she's beautiful already. Who knows? Yeah. Yeah, maybe he has a spy, knowing which one. Maybe he select her. He say, I want that one. And the king say, okay, this is no problem. Oh, we just make up the story as it goes along. So, okay, promise already. And of course, she'll come to present herself to the king the day she's going to another country. So he will give a little dowry, yeah? And just to be nice, because she's now is a queen of the next nation, even though they look down upon them like tribal, but they are strong and they're making trouble. So better be good to them. So she come in and he presented, and the king, of course, have to do that, yeah? Be good girl, go there and be good, okay, like that. So when she present herself to the king, his heart dies. And he was so angry, he called everybody, how come you draw her like this? She's like that. She's the most beautiful girl he has ever seen, from all the selection that he has. But it's too late. Already promised. You see, it's a wedding day. Cannot take back. A king cannot take back his promise. It means war. And Mongolian already means war. That will mean double, triple war. Yeah, take my wife, are you kidding? And you know how man is when you take their girl, right? Oh my goodness, the king died inside. His heart died. Too late, And that is the epic of the most beautiful, frustrating love story of Chinese history. Whew. Then, the Mongolian king very happy. Make peace with the whole China. Be a good son-in-law and all. Yeah, every year bring present to China. Good. Good friend. And the king of China. Ever since that day, he can't eat, he can't sleep. He became lovesick of her. But too bad. Too bad. And of course he punished the painter. Yeah. What can he do now? So that was a very frustrating love story. All the Chinese know this story. There are some famous love story of China. If we have time, I also chip in, let you know a little bit. Yeah, your love story pale in comparison. Yeah. There are all the beauty who just smile a little bit and the whole nation topple down, become lost to other nation. Yeah. You know that story already, yeah? No, maybe don't know. Then it's good. Too much love story one day is intoxicating. You come home and you look at your husband in different eyes. No good. Or the husband look at the wife different eyes. How come you don't look as good at your photo? I remember when I married you, your photo looked like this, and now you look like that. All right. Oh my God, we went too far, We went from virtues and king and, good character, and now come to romance. Who cares, huh? It's just us, right? We say what we want. We go where we want. We talk as long as we like. This is our kingdom. Hmm?
嗯
Yeah. Okay. We go back to China, the country of Qi. Okay, remember he likened him to Confucius. If he is virtuous, then even stranger would come and worship at your feet and listen to your every word. So that's what he meant. Okay. Now Mengzi continue, perhaps to answer some of his further question. I can't believe it. It's 1 hour? It's 1 o'clock? Since when? All right. Okay. Now. Okay. So, Mengzi continues to say to the king of Qi, the great king, the good king of a nation, use compassion and kindness to rule his subjects. Then, of course, all the subjects will love him, respect him, and obey him, and love him